5th स्टैंडर्ड में एग्ज़ाम्स के टाइम पे मैंने फर्स्ट टाइम एक लड़की को देखा एंड मुझे पता नहीं क्या हुआ था, बट आई यूज्ड टू जस्ट कीप ऑन लुकिंग एट हिम। एग्ज़ाम पेपर लिखती थी पर बीच बीच में उसको भी देखती थी एंड ही यूज्ड टू नॉट लुक एट मी, ही वाज बिजी विद हिज ओन थिंग। उसको शायद अभी याद भी नहीं होगा ऐसे ये कोई लड़की थी जो मुझे देखती थी।
मैंने उसको बिल्कुल नोटिस नहीं किया था। मतलब एक्चुअली उस टाइम पे क्या हुआ था मैं आपको बताता हूँ कि आई वॉज एक्चुअली कॉपिंग फ्रॉम समवन एंड दैट टाइम शी नोटिस मी, बट वी वर इनटू कॉपिंग, सो यू नो वी वर मोर बॉदर्ड अबाउट राइटिंग कॉपिंग पेपर्स एंड you know I never noticed that she was sitting there and I never noticed that you know she was noticing me. So that I was completely clueless about it.
फिर 6th स्टैंडर्ड में मैं जब गई तो वो मेरे क्लास में आ गया था, वो शायद फेल हो गया था।
Even after copying, I failed, and then I went to her class. I was 1 year elder to her, so I failed. I flunked, and I went to her class. So I basically noticed her the first day that I went to their class, where you know where you have this you know the kids very happy that they are passed and gone to the next level, next standard, and where you have the failures who are you know ducking their head down and going and sitting on the last benches.
In between the classroom I used to stare at him and उसके पीछे से उसके लड़के ऐसे they used to you know tease him, see she's looking at you, and then he used to suddenly look at me and he used to be like what? I was like nothing. I mean I don't know what was happening with me at that time. And then जब हमारी friendship अच्छी हुई, we were having really nice time. 7th standard was the best time of my life.
Then our friendship grew. We met through basically common friends, and our friendship grew. We became really good, really close friends, and you know somewhere you know behind the heart I don't know about her, but I had this very you know caring feeling for her, which I didn't have for anyone else.
मुझे पता था कि वो कभी नहीं पूछेगा मुझे, but I was so mad for him कि I like no, I think I'll ask him out. So one day I asked him out and
I was completely shocked. I was completely I had not expected that at all. I was completely blank at that time. I don't even remember what I told her after she proposed me. I was so shocked. I was so blank. I didn't give any answer till a week.
Actually नखरे लड़कियाँ करती है, but हमारे केस में स्वप्निल बहुत नखरे करता है.
More than thinking that am I likable, am I capable, I was thinking that is that girl mad, or is she you know crack or something like that to you know come and because she was a topper. I was a flunked guy. She was so cute. She was so charming, and you know people don't look at you know failures in a way that you know she imagined, or in a way that she was treating me.
Like but मुझमें क्या है and all you know कि why do you like me and stuff, and I like you just don't bother about that. I like you.
I thought that dude, if she comes and tells you this, she has so many guts, and I respected that. I respected her strength, I respected her strong-headedness, I respected her you know love and care for me, and then I decided to say yes.
And हमारा पूरा फ्रेंड्स का ग्रुप इतना खुश हो गया था because of our relationship had just begun, and everyone was so happy in our group. And स्कूल में वो एक बहुत बड़ी बात हो गई थी, पूरे स्कूल में हमारी न्यूज़ फैल गई थी कि 7th स्टैंडर्ड के बच्चियाँ उनका अफेयर चल रहा है. We were loved by everyone. Our pair was loved by everyone. But किसी की नज़र लग गई.
There were low phases in our relationship where we decided not to continue and stuff like that.
धीरे धीरे I started feeling कि it was only me who is trying to keep the relationship. Swapnil was not taking the efforts, ऐसे मुझे लग रहा था. I mean, जब भी कोई like एक दूसरे को हम बुलाते हैं मिलने के लिए, so it used to always me, you know, कि स्वप्निल आज मिलते हैं, ऐसे करके मैं उसको बुलाती थी. used to never call me, you know, मुझे से बुरा लगने लगा था कि मुझे इतने problems face कर रही हूँ, plus if Swapnil is not that much interested, तो why should I keep it? मतलब I was very unhappy कि ऐसे क्या हो रहा है. So one day finally I decided to break up.
But in that period, I realized that she was the most important part of my life. She was the most important, most impactful part of my life. She was almost everything for me. I was almost nothing without her. We used to talk every day. We used to whatever it was before we discontinued. I used to miss all that. I used to miss all the fun we had together, all the phone calls, all the meetings that we had in the other places. Everything. I missed everything. I missed her laughter. I missed her. I missed her. And then one day I decided that I really can't live without her. And I told her that I cannot live without you.
So this time it was he who proposed me. And मैंने कुछ नखरे नहीं किए जैसे उसने किया. I immediately said yes to him. And yeah, that time I can say that we were matured enough than the time when I proposed him. And we were now seriously in love. Actually, we were in love seriously since the time we broke actually. Because when we separated from each other, we realized how important we were for each other. So I think breakup was a nice period for us to learn that how our life will be without each other.
I mean, I think that's the point where I decided, okay dude, I'm not going to leave this girl for the rest of my life. Whatever happens, I'll not leave this girl. Because she was my life. She was my strength. She was my weakness. She was my dedication. She was everything for me. She was everything for me. And she loved me the way she loved me. I think no one else would ever love you as much as she loved me. So I thought this is the right choice I made, and I want to stick with it.
मुझे ऐसे बहुत बार लग रहा था कि I should tell at my place कि I have a friend called Swapnil, but there was no chance of me telling at my place anything about him because basically लड़कों से बात करना ही अलाउड नहीं था मुझे. तो ये तो दूर की बात है कि मेरा कोई क्लोज फ्रेंड हो गया है जो एक लड़का है. It was not like a normal girl atmosphere at my place. मेरे घर में बहुत concerned थे मेरे parents, very protective, very possessive. बात तो उससे करनी रहती थी, but मुझे हमेशा बहाने ढूंढने पड़ते थे बाहर. Like कोई even for a minute if my mom is not there at my place, तो एक मिनट ही ना सही, but I used to call him just for 1 minute. It used to be like that. And same was with him. हमारी relationship बहुत ही strong थी. I mean calling each other as girlfriend boyfriend was not enough. The word girlfriend was like he used to say, Swapnil, girlfriend doesn't suit you. You are much more for me than a girl. As usual, I was typing a text and I was messaging Swapnil with my mobile under my book, and my didi saw it. I was damn scared कि अभी क्या होगा पता नहीं. Didi took my cell, she saw the message and it was clearly written love you in it, so I had no scope of telling anything else. She showed it to my parents. By the time she was telling my parents, I prepared my mind that now I have to tell everything. I told them that I am in relation with this guy since past 8 years. I'll complete 9 years right now. It's not a small affair. We are in serious relationship. We love each other a lot. But I couldn't talk to you about it. I couldn't share with you anything because of all the restrictions, because of all the completely different atmosphere at our home. The main problem was the caste problem because my parents were not so strong that they could oppose the whole society and they could allow their daughter to get married to someone else of other caste. My father tried to explain me, ki see Komal, we can't accept him. You have to either forgive him or you have to forgive us. So he gave me only one night to think. He's like, you think the whole night today. Tomorrow you tell me your decision. Whether you want to leave him or you want to leave us. That whole night, none of my family members, neither me could sleep. My mom was crying, I was crying, and my dad, his BP was high. My dad is a heart patient. He had his bypass 1 year back. I was not knowing कि मैं कल सुबह क्या decision लेने वाली हूँ. I was completely blank. मुझे सिर्फ ये पता था कि I can't live without Swapnil. But at the same time, I knew that I can't hurt my parents. In either way, I was stuck what to do. The next day came. Dad was waiting for my reply. Dad came in. He was like, begging towards me. He's like, so what have you decided? मुझे उस मोमेंट तक भी नहीं पता था मैं क्या बोलने वाली हूँ. मेरे spontaneously I spoke कि पापा, I can't live without him. I can't stay away from him, and I don't want to hurt you, and I don't even want to leave you. So, I think I'll stay unmarried and I'll stay with you, but I won't marry to anyone else. That is the only way out I can think of. So, Dad felt relaxed. Dad is like, fine, I'm fine with this. I have no issues. You stay with me. मैं जिंदगी भर तुझे संभालूंगा. I have no problem. That is better for me than facing the society. If you get married to him, that will be worst for me. I'll be happy to stay with you whole of my life. I'll take care of you whole of my life. That day, Dad was so happy with me. As if, he wanted to give all the things in the world to me, He was like, कोमल को स्कूटी चाहिए थी, उसको स्कूटी ला के देंगे, ये करेंगे, वो करेंगे.
Since childhood, no one has ever asked me about my caste. No one has ever. I didn't have a problem about my caste. Frankly speaking, I knew, or I only used to think about my caste when I was to fill any form or anything like that. No one has ever asked me what is your caste, and if this is your caste, then what do you do? Then how many? What are your? No one has ever asked me about my caste. So I never thought, or no one would ever think that my caste would be a barrier in in taking the biggest decision of my life. I never thought that caste would come in between a relationship. I never thought caste would come in between two families. I never thought that. I don't know who created caste. I don't know. I don't know what is society.
मेरा ग्रेजुएशन ख़त्म हुआ एंड द लास्ट डे ऑफ माई ग्रेजुएशन मेरा प्रोजेक्ट ख़त्म हुआ. द सेम डे द सेम नाइट मेरी मॉम ने मेरी शादी की बात सुनी. शी इज़ लाइक 4 लड़के हैं, दे आर आस्किंग आउट, सो यू हैव टू चूज वन ऑफ देम. शी डिडंट स्टे ट्रू टू हर वर्ड्स एंड ऑफ कोर्स कोई भी लड़की कुंवारी कैसे रह सकती है. इट्स नॉट गुड फॉर हर. सोसाइटी जीने नहीं देगी, ना ही मुझे ना ही मेरे पेरेंट्स को. बट आई कुडंट, मतलब मैं सोच भी नहीं सकती थी किसी और के बारे में. और शी इज़ आस्किंग मी आउट टू सिलेक्ट एनी वन ऑफ दीज. आई बिकम वेरी एग्रेसिव दैट डे. लाइक मॉम, दिस इज़ नॉट डन. यू हैड प्रॉमिस मी कि आप मेरे लिए लड़का नहीं ढूंढोगे, मैं आपके साथ ही रहूँगी. बट मॉम इज़ लाइक ऐसे नहीं हो सकता. इवन यू नो इट. From that day I was very aggressive with my family and तब से मेरे ऊपर बहुत प्रेशर डाले गए. घर के मुझे 1 मिनट भी किसी रूम में अकेला नहीं छोड़ते. डर लगता था कहीं छोड़ के चली ना जाए, किसी को फ़ोन ना करे. मुझसे मेरा मोबाइल ले लिया गया था. आई वॉज नॉट अलाउड टू टॉक टू एनी वन. आई वॉज लाइक अ प्रिजनर. Somehow I managed. Somehow I remember I managed to call Swapnil for 2 minutes, and I told Swapnil, the stage has come. We have to get married. There is no other option.
I myself thought that our parents are somewhere they are right, that I don't fit in that criteria. I am not well educated. I was not earning anything. I was just giving my backlog exams. I was nothing. I was nowhere. But the main criteria was my caste, which I can't do, which I can't change, which I can't, which made no sense, which makes no sense at all. And yeah, but then I thought that when she told me that yeah, we have to run away and get married, there was this big question. Apart from everything else, there was this big question, big thing going in my mind, that am I ready for this responsibility? Am I capable of taking such a responsibility, such a huge responsibility? Because I had seen my parents growing up together as a couple, so through my parents I could actually see love. I could actually see that each other's responsibility. I could actually see how a couple should be in a relationship, in marriage. And I was analyzing myself, that am I prepared for such a kind of commitment, for such a kind of caring, for such a kind of loving a person? Am I capable, even financially? Am I capable? Will I be able to take care of her? Will I be able to give her basic needs like food, clothing, and stuff like that? Will I be able to make her happy? So all these things were going through my mind when she said that we have to run away and get married. So at the end I thought that first of all I didn't have an option. I didn't have an option to say no. Even if I had, I thought that if I say no now, after having a relationship for 10 years, if I say her no now at this point of time, what will happen to her? Where will she go? Okay, what will she think? उसका सारा trust चला जाता, love is feeling से, is relationship से. I didn't want that, and I didn't want to leave her also. I mean, as I told you, she was my life. She was my everything. So I didn't even want to leave her. And there was this another reason also. I was afraid that if I say no now, her parents would get her married forcefully. They could have done that. They were her parents. They were her, she was their child. So they could have done that for her good maybe. But I was sure that her life would be ruined because she wouldn't be happy with anyone else than me. So that's how I came to a conclusion that okay, if she says that yes, we have to get married, then I'm ready for it. Maybe I wasn't from inside, but I was confident of one thing, that yeah, if I take up this responsibility, I want to go through it. I want to go through it together with her. Whatever happens, we will be together. That's what my main aim, my main goal was.
He made all the arrangements to get registered and get married. The day before, when I was going to leave my home, I was full of feelings, full of thoughts that how am I going to live my life without my parents? Will I be able to even talk to them later? Will they ever love me again back? And finally on 25th of October, I had to leave my home. And my sister was pregnant. She was in her 9th month. She was about to deliver any time. And I was feeling very bad for her that at this time of her I'm leaving. Before leaving my house, I removed all my gold ornaments. I spoke normally with everyone. Nobody even got a clue that today their daughter is going to leave the house forever. Then I kept my mobile at my home so that they couldn't contact me. And I left the house. Swapnil was there outside. He knew the mixed feelings in my heart. He knew me in and out. But for him he was on the top of the world that day. Very happy. And at the same time had, sympathy for me. He hugged me to make me feel that yeah, he's there with me and he'll make all the things all right. Then he drove very, very, very fast. He was like overexcited. Took me at his place where his parents and his family was waiting for me. Then we had a haldi ceremony at his place. His all family members were very, very warm. Didn't make me feel differently, anything. They are all a very jolly kind of people. हल्दी हुई, फिर कोर्ट जाना था रजिस्ट्रेशन के लिए. We left for the court. My friends were all ready. Satvashil, Sharan, Saini, Snehal, all had gathered at the court before I reached. Then my heart was beating faster. हमको अंदर बुलाया. Signs हुए, signatures हुए. We were now husband and wife. We came out. It was like as if we have won the whole world. as promised to me, we had marriage in Vedic style. We had the Saat Fehras. There was Kanyadan done by Swapnil's mama. Mangal Sutra, Sindoor ceremony, everything was there. Like I had dreamt of. After that, we left for home. But before coming home, I wanted to have Krishna's darshan, going to ISKCON temple. Me and Swapnil stepped out of the car towards ISKCON. But it was my bad luck that I didn't get his darshan. The darshan was closed. I felt so disappointed that maybe even Krishna is not happy with me. And I started crying. Of course, no one knew I was crying. I was crying behind the car. But I was like, I have already left my parents and now even Krishna is leaving me. एक दिन पहले ही लेटर लिख के रखा था, उसमें मैंने सब कुछ लिखा था कि मम्मी पापा मैं शादी कर रही हूँ and please, if possible, please forgive me. And I had written all the things which were in my mind over that letter. And I had couriered it, in such a way that it would reach my home at 5 o'clock, so that my parents wouldn't get worried why their daughter is not returned. But somehow that letter didn't reach them at time. It was 8 p.m. now and I had not returned home. Now maybe my parents had got an idea that their daughter has got married and she's not coming back. And as they knew Swapnil, they had his number. The last thing they could do is simply call him up on his mobile and ask that is my daughter with you? So Swapnil's phone rang. It was my father. I was totally nervous, tensed. Swapnil's dad picked up the call. I didn't know what my dad said from there. What Swapnil's dad was like, your daughter is safe with us. She's got married to my son. Don't worry about her. My sister, she took up the phone. She was very furious, she was very angry. She was like, you wait, we are getting the police. Already at the police station there was an NOC given that we both have got married and we may both need protection if my family turns violent. I reached the station and from the gate I saw my parents inside, standing far away. And I was like damn afraid at that moment. I went inside after the police called me inside. My parents were sitting there in front. I was brought inside in front of them. Swapnil was there with me, holding me firmly. He took me to the room. Then he stayed out. I was in. When I was asked by the police that, didn't you feel like informing your parents? Didn't you feel like telling your parents? Didn't you feel like talking to your parents? I told them that I tried to convince my parents since 1 year. But they were not ready to even talk to Swapnil. They were not ready to think it in my view. Dad asked me for the last time, are you coming or not? If you are not coming, we are leaving. And आज से तो हमारे लिए मर गई. You can't ever come back home. said no. My dad, my mom, they left. It was 12 at the night. The day was over. The biggest day was over. सिर्फ सोने के लिए सो गए थे, but we were all exhausted. रात को बीच में 2 बजे जाग गई. And there it was like I couldn't think anything. There were like 1,000 things running over my mind. मला झोप येत नव्हती. I was like, I was getting mad. And Swapnil was scared कि क्या हो गया कोमल को? Why is she behaving like this? I told him that I'm not able to think anything. I'm getting mad. I don't know what's happening. So he's like, just cool down. I was like, I can't. I don't know what's happening to me. So I was like, tell me a story. In the middle of, at midnight, at 2 o'clock, I'm asking him to tell me a story. Just for mine to get stable. And this stupid guy, he started telling me a story. Started telling me his own story of a guy who fell in love with a girl, and his whole life changed after falling in love with a girl. And today that guy had got married to the same girl after 10 years of his relationship. After the whole story, finally I came to a normal condition. My dad was admitted to the hospital. He couldn't bear it. He was crying like a woman. He was crying continuously. Of course he would, because I was his beloved daughter, favorite daughter. And I had hurt him a lot. If my parents wanted, अगर वो चाहते तो मेरे ससुराल आके सीन क्रिएट कर सकते थे, कि आपने ऐसे कैसे किया. हमारी बेटी का how did you support her? How did you support her marriage? And how did you make all this happen? But उन्होंने ऐसे नहीं किया. Why? Because even after me hurting them so much, they were still thinking about me. And they thought that now हमारी बच्ची को वहाँ पे रहना है, और अगर हमने ऐसे कुछ इशू किया तो फिर उसके घर वाले शायद उससे परेशान करेंगे. So this is the heart of parent, कि उनके बच्चों ने उनका कुछ सोचा नहीं, उनको हर्ट किया इतना. Still even at this time they are thinking about their future. My Lord Krishna was my power. He was the driving force. It was only he who was with me throughout. He knew everything. What was I doing? What was I going to do? How faithful I am. How honest I am. How much worried I am for everyone.
So one day she gave a call to her mom, and her mom was crying on the phone. She was saying that probably you have ruined her life, and we don't want to keep any contact with you. We don't want to. They actually disowned her, and it was very heart crushing for her. It was very. I mean, I can't imagine my mom saying that to me, because I love my mom so much. She loves me so much. So for any child to listen to this, that a mom saying a child that I am disowning you is the worst scene criteria ever. So it was very very depressing for her, that whole situation was so depressing for her that she broke down. She was actually broken, and she used to cry almost every day. But somewhere she had this positive thing going that no, if not today, someday they will start talking to me, they will own me, because she's their daughter. No parents will actually leave their son or their daughter or disown their son or their daughter. So she had this thing in her mind, she had this positive thinking in her mind. Even after saying that we don't want to talk to you, we don't want to keep any contact, she kept on calling them. She kept on listening to those abuses, those bad words that they gave, that they said, that you have ruined her life, you have ruined her life. So, and still she kept calling them, and every time she called, the hatred was reducing. After a few calls, the hatred got reducing, and then things began to normalize.
It's like you take one step towards Krishna and he takes 1,000 steps towards you. I just prayed for a small thing and he has given me so many things. I just prayed that, please let me stay in contact with my parents. And he made things more bigger. He not only let me stay in contact, but mom से मिलाया, जो मैंने सोचा नहीं था मिलूंगी. Mom अभी almost every alternate day she talks to me. कभी सोचा नहीं था इतना freely mom मुझसे बात करेगी. She has almost forgiven me. Both the sisters, they talk to me, and the biggest thing was like my brother talks to me. I had not expected him to talk to me and accept me so fast. One day he accepted my friend request, and I was crying and smiling at the same time.
That's only because of her positive thinking that she could actually come to this position. And she used to go to ISKCON, she used to chant the whole day. She used to chant and she used to pray that things normalize. She believes a lot in Krishna consciousness. She believes a lot in ISKCON. Well, I don't believe in God or any supernatural power. But I believe in the positiveness that she had, or that she got, and because of that positiveness only, I think that positiveness rubbed on me also, and because of that positive thinking, because of the positive approach, today I'm in a position. I cannot say that I'm stable, but today I'm in a position where I'm at least capable of saying that in certain 2-3 years I'll be stabilized completely, even if it's financially, even if it's I know I'll be stable. And because of that positive energy, after marriage, in around 6 months or so, I started my own dance studio, and it's working great.
I am handling many things at a time. I am doing house chores work, घर का संभालना, ऑफिस का संभालना, पर फिर भी मेरी spiritual side गिरने नहीं दी, because I know कि I just can't live without it. So simultaneously I am doing chanting, रोज 1.5 घंटा chanting. हफ्ते में weekly सत्संग को जाती हूँ, टेम्पल जाती हूँ. टेम्पल में जो फेस्टिवल्स होते हैं, पार्टिसिपेट इन दैट. सेवा, whatever chance I get to do सेवा in the temple, I do it. There are sometimes I have to there are clashes between many things that I have to select one out of them. But yeah, I do manage things. Swapnil understands me in every situation. His parents understand me. Currently, it's like a happy family. So my message which I would like to give to all the people who relate to me, all the girls who relate to me, is that you do love your parents, and your parents also love you more. They love you more than you do. So you don't lose hope. They will talk to you. They will accept you. Keep trying till the end. It's you who have to try, because it's you who have taken the decision, who have left them. So it's you who have to try, not them. Keep trying till the end. God will help you if you help yourself.
We are at a really satisfied stage, content, and
we're enjoying our lives. We are enjoying it to the core, because this is what we had imagined all the years that we were together. That
dreaming about
dreaming about our future, thinking about how we both will work, come back, spend time with each other, eat with each other, and go out for shopping and
holidays
and stuff like that. So whatever we had imagined, it's all coming to reality now. It's fun. It's fun when you're. It's a different feeling altogether when your dreams come true, and that's what we are experiencing right now. We are in a very happy state right now. We are in a very satisfying state right now. And what else do you need? What else do you want when you are staying with the with the love of your life?
But yeah, I don't want the same fear to be on my kids, my next generation. If one day my kid comes up and says he wants to get married to a person belonging to another caste, I'll support him, and I'll not let him suffer the way I suffered, and the way I won't let the society come in between for my kids, in between my kids. So somewhere it has to stop, and I think we should take the the step towards it.
Yeah, definitely. I think caste is one thing that should go away from the society. It's not meant to stay. It's not meant to stay. And yeah, definitely we have to support our kids, because I don't want them to suffer the way Komal is suffering now, because I know what she's going through, and I don't want anyone else to suffer that. So I think, yeah, I'll support my kids.
There's not much of difference before marriage and after marriage in our relationship.
There is. Kaila, Jewel, what is the food today?
I always make. You don't have to worry about it.
But I have bhook lagi hai.
Yeah, we'll go now. We'll have food.
Okay.
अब ना छूटे कभी मेरा सब कुछ तो ही है, अब ना छूटे कभी मेरा सब कुछ तो ही है यारा।
Please forgive your daughter. possible, please talk to me once. I'll be very happy.